Do you like assault rifle type guns? Do you want to shoot 1 bajillion bullets per minute? Do you want to use a gun that sounds so cool that your ears will explode upon hearing it? In a good way? Well, don't worry, I have the gun for you. It's called the Dera Vandal Incarnon. Now, you might be saying, oh, you're late to the party. The Dera Vandal Incarnon released a long time ago. And you're right, it did, and I am late. But I just got the Dera Vandal because it's locked to invasions. And I had to wait like a couple weeks to get the Incarnon adapter. But now that I have it, I've tried it out. And it's got some new tools to play with since it released. Mainly primary crux, but we'll get to that later. So, the Dera Vandal Incarnon. Its base form is basically a really high rate of fire plasma assault rifle. It has a really low base crit chance of 8%, but a pretty high base status chance of 30%. Its Incarnon form turns it into like this laser DMR, and it increases the crit chance to 30, but lowers the status chance to 22. I'm going to be primarily focusing on the base form because I find it more fun to use, but the Incarnon form is not terrible either. With that in mind, we're going to take a look at 2 Incarnon perks in particular that are really important, starting with the Evolution 2. Crimson Overture increases your base damage by +6, and on kill gives you 20% ammo efficiency for 5 seconds, up to 4 stacks. Since we're primarily using the base form, ammo efficiency really helps us. You can basically read this Incarnon perk as 5 times magazine size at full stacks. The second Incarnon evolution we're going to be looking at is an Evolution 4 perk called High Ground. It increases your base crit chance by 25% of your current status chance, up to 35%. So basically, you can gain up to plus 35 base crit chance if your status chance is high enough. According to the wiki, to max out this bonus for the base form, you need plus 366% increased status chance. For the Incarnon form, you need plus 536% increased status chance. Enter Primary Crux. Primary Crux gives you plus 30% status chance and 6% ammo efficiency for 10 seconds on weak point hit, up to 10 times. So fully stacked, this will give you 300% increased status chance and plus 60% ammo efficiency. You can see how both parts of this arcane play perfectly into both of the Incarnon evolutions that I mentioned earlier. With full stacks of Primary Crux, I'm able to gain infinite ammo because the ammo efficiency from Primary Crux stacks additively with the ammo efficiency from the Evolution 2. I'm also able to easily cap out the crit chance bonus from Evolution 4 for both the base form and the Incarnon form because of the status chance bonus from Primary Crux. Alright, let's go over the build here, shall we? I've got Galvanized Chamber for some multi-shot, Galvanized Aptitude for status chance and base damage, crit. I have the dual stats for corrosive, and then prime cryo rounds for some cold, and then prime shred for fire rate and punch through. The punch through is really good because the base form has 0 punch through, and then fire rate because why not? Ammo efficiency. We have infinite ammo. Fire rate is just a multiplier at that point. And then arcane, obviously primary crux. So the way I built this is I'm maxing out the crit chance bonus from the Evolution 4 for both the Incarnon and the non-Incarnon forms. So the non-Incarnon form needs 366% increased status chance to max out the crit chance bonus. I'm getting that with Primary Crux and Galvanized Aptitude alone. I'm getting almost max on the Incarnon form. I'm like, I think 30 status chance off, which isn't that big of a deal. I'm not even really using the Incarnon form anyway, but all the status chances combined give me about 500% status chance, which is like literally like 30 off. So yeah, but the main important part is with just Primary Crux and Galvanized Aptitude, you're maxed out on the crit chance bonus for the base non-Incarnon form, which means if you don't care about the Incarnon form, you can take these off and put wherever you want there. You can do like the radiation and magnetic mods if you want. They won't really matter if you switch the corrosive out, the status chance out at that point. So yeah. But let me just show the setup I had earlier with corrosive. Oh, also I'm showing this on a wisp because more fire rate. as you see, it's pretty fun. It does great damage. It sounds really cool. It fires like 18 billion bullets a second. And overall, man, I'm actually just so impressed by like how actually like usable and good and fun this weapon is. I thought this would be terrible, but I mean, I guess it kind of has the Incarnon buff, so like, you know, it kind of has to be at least decent because it's an Incarnon. If you want to see this without any wisp buff, here I even take off the I even take off my dog, so just no buffs. I've not tested it with no buffs, so I have no idea how this is gonna go, but we'll see. This is the first kill, so no Galvanized Aptitude. So after Galvanized Aptitude activates, it should be better, hopefully. Yeah. It takes a while to kill though, without buffs, but like, you know, this is 0 buffs. I'm usually playing with at least a dog to like prime them with viral or something. So, yeah. That's not terrible for 0 buffs. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you the Incarnon form. Let me show it right quick. Basically turns it into like a DMR. Like a slow firing, hard hitting DMR. Which is pretty cool. It's not terrible, but I don't really like it over the base form. I just massively prefer the base form. But I mean, the Incarnon form's not terrible, I guess. Like, it'll get the job done. But yeah, you can just like mow through like hordes of enemies with this. And for being an assault rifle with no AoE capability, that's pretty good. I would say that's pretty good. I would say this is probably one of the best just regular assault rifles in the entire game. Like, you can probably match this with like maybe the God for Prime and maybe the AX-52. Although I think this is better than both of those. Like by quite a bit. Seeing as what I'm doing right now. The only downside to this is to keep primary crux up, you do have to constantly aim for the head. And I myself am not a huge fan of that, but I mean, it's part of the build I made. It's a worthy sacrifice to make because this is pretty fun. I can see it being a problem if you're facing infested and their heads are kind of hard to hit, but just, I don't know, use a different weapon, I guess. That's all I got to say. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here. Just wanted to do a little showcase of this cute little weapon I found. So yeah, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. As always, subscribe if you like my content, and I will see you in the next one.